All right, yeah, Rich, you said Renfield.
Renfield. Yeah. We got Nicolas Cage playing the classic Universal Dracula. They even redid some of the Bela Lugosi Dracula with the two actors in the roles. It was funny and a little bit of action and Nicolas Cage hamming it up. So it was good.
So is that like so that's a good worthwhile, you think?
Yeah, it's worth a watch. A watch. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just chit chatting about the new Super Mario movie here before we started recording, and I think we all agreed that was definitely worth watching.
I
You
watched a
know,
lot of stuff while I was sick, so we're just catching up on that.
yeah, I know you had thrown
Mario,
some stuff in thrown
Rhodey.
some stuff
Rhodey was
at us,
good.
and
I highly recommend Rhodey with Meatloaf, R.I.P. And Don Cornelius played a really good part in that too. It was just a good movie.
Hey,
And
did you finish Muppets Mayhem?
I haven't finished it yet, but I'm up to the Kevin Smith episode. I'm halfway through the Kevin Smith episode.
it's taking him 3 weeks to watch it.
Yes.
I watched it in 2 days. Richie's like savoring it. Is it because you jerk off every time Janice is on the screen, so you have to pause
It's
it?
Dr. Teeth. I really like Dr. Teeth.
Yeah,
He does it
I
for me. It's
figured.
the teeth. Got a teeth thing.
Yeah.
Dr. Teeth is actually based on Dr. John. He was one of my favorites, so it's just kind of cool. No, that's good. Like I said, we're watching that. We're watching more Mr. Wizard. Almost through the 80s. No, I guess it'll be the 80s one.
Yeah, that'll be a little spoiler, a little tease out. Rich and I and Bob. I mean, feel free. We're gonna do a kind of a deep dive on Mr. Wizard on one of these. Rich and I went on a little bit of a deep dive after David Crosby passed away, and I know Rich and Danielle went on a Broadway episode for a couple of hours. So I think it's fitting that we do a one on Mr. Wizard.
Rich is possibly on the spectrum, and this is the thing he's currently obsessing over.
I remember there's two like Mr. Wizard things that I remember besides the Bill Hader playing him on
obsessing over Mr. Wizard.
That's awesome.
Besides the Bill Hader Mr. Wizard skit on Saturday Night Live, which if you haven't seen it, Tom, definitely.
I think I posted it in our chat.
Yes, yeah, I have. It's fantastic.
That was hilarious. But I remember he made little paper boats where it was basically just like a rectangle with a triangle at the end. So it like that was, and then he cut a little slit and put a little piece of soap to show that, you know, how the soap and the water, whatever, I don't remember. And then one where he somehow melted styrofoam or something in a fish mold, and he made styrofoam fish.
I think he microwaved it.
No, it was a metal mold. He had a torch up to it.
Is that what he did? Okay.
Yeah, because he wired it shut, and then he like fucking whatever.
It was showing how it expanded to take up space.
Yeah, that's probably maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Yeah. But it was cool.
I think we just did a little science here. Wow. Yeah. Whoa.
Very, very little.
Ooh.
Very, very little science.
And I'm caught up on this season of Beavis and Butthead, but they did something weird with this season. They made the episodes super short, and I don't know why. It's like a 5-minute episode now. And yeah, so they haven't been quite as good because they haven't had a chance to like fill it out. Like it still has the video in 2 episodes, but the whole thing is like 20 minutes.
The only one I've seen from this season so far is the one where they accidentally transcend.
That was good.
I like that one.
The last episodes I saw, Beavis gets rabies, and that was really good because like he doesn't know what's going on. He thinks it's puberty because they were talking about puberty in school, but it's rabies.
Wait, did you get rabies before?
I don't know. I don't remember, but this is good.
I feel like he got rabies in the original series.
I'm going through changes, like really hot and drool.
Let's see. I don't remember. Oh, you know what? Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was. I was he. Yeah, because it's like an early episode. He ends up having to go to the hospital. He gets bit by a dog. That's what it is.
Okay.
This one he gets bit by a skunk.
Yeah. Gets bit by a dog. Yeah. I had to look it up because I was like, Bob. As soon as you said that, I was like, yeah, that makes that. Yeah, season 4, episode 4. So it goes back to, obviously some point in the 90s there.
I don't know if they're shorter because they're airing them on TV now. Like, I think you can watch this on MTV, like, right after they air or somewhere else or something.
I guess it's on Paramount, isn't it?
Yeah. But, like, I think you can watch it on regular TV, too, without a subscription.
I'll tell you what, Paramount Plus is really coming through for me. Like, when I got it originally, I forget why I wanted it. Like, there was maybe it was the Halo show was on it. And so I was like, let me the Halo series. I'm like, all right, let me get Paramount Plus. But I've been watching so much Star Trek stuff. Like Picard was excellent. I've been watching the Lower Decks with Peyton. All the Jackass stuff is on there. Beavis and Butthead is on there. There's a lot of good stuff. Like I've probably been watching Paramount Plus more than any of the other streaming services.
Yeah, I just picked it up not that long. I had it for a while, and then I got rid of it, and then just kind of picked it back up. So I'm gonna have to dive in. Trying to weed through the streaming services to see what's worthwhile and what's not. It's hard to like ditch some of the like Peacock's hard to get rid of because of wrestling and stuff. And It's still $5 a month.
Right.
So it's hard to justify just ditching that one for the price point. But the problem is like, I'll still go back to Netflix. And I hate paying for it though, because now you're talking like $20 a month. But there's still like, there's a documentary on there every once in a while that pops up that I want to watch.
Right.
And my kids don't watch it, so it's,
a backlog of stuff to watch. There was something I was watching on Netflix, and I forget what it is now. I don't know.
As soon as what is that? As soon as Umbrella Academy's done, I don't need that. Oh fuck, Wednesday's going to be on it. Like I literally have.
It's always like something left,
Right.
Sandman was really good too, and they're doing a season 2.
Oh yeah, Sandman too. Fuck. But like I can't justify $25 a month. Well, now it's going to be $20 or $33 a month or whatever because my parents use it, and they use it more than me. I don't fucking like now that Wednesday and Umbrella Academy aren't on right now, and Sandman is done for now. I don't watch anything on it. So I'm paying, and now they just enacted the $8 a month fee for sharing your subscription.
Is that sharing outside a household? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Danielle and I just watched a bunch of like the different heist documentaries, like the one about the art heist out of Boston. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, where they stole all the paintings. It happened in 1990. They stole like, it was multi-million-dollar paintings. Let me see the Boston art heist. It's the Netflix documentary. I think it's a couple of years old. It's the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, and they stole like 13 works of art out of it. The Netflix thing is called. Oh gosh, it's what is it? Yeah, it's This Is a Robbery: The World's Biggest Art Heist, and it's like a 4-part like miniseries. It's really, really good. They show like how things were kind of pulled off, and none of the stuff's ever been recovered. It's pretty interesting to kind of go back on. But like one of the things I thought was really cool, Rich, you might appreciate this part, because back then the technology was so much different, especially with security. So it's not like you had cameras everywhere, but because the art museum still had all these sensors, every time like a sensor would get triggered to go off in a certain room, it would send a signal to a computer, which would then print out off a dot matrix printer, like this is the location at this time that a sensor went off. So it had all these printouts of all these sensors going off, and at a certain spot they stopped going off. And it's like, well, that's how they got this one painting, but we don't know how they got the rest. And it's really interesting. But then we watched some others that were just like basically like heists based that you would think of bank robberies. And then they have the crazy one where the one bank robbery. Do you guys remember the one with the collar bomb, where they made the guy basically wear like a collar bomb around his head?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that screwed up.
Oh, collar bomb. I think
it's a color.
Yeah.
No, collar. Like they had it was almost like watching like something out of Saw.
Yeah.
It's really, really, it's creepy.
You've been in Kentucky too long.
Well, yeah, my accent's really starting to fade.
I was looking to see this thing I was watching was that anthology. There's actually a lot of really good anthologies, but that Love, Death, and Robots is really good. If you haven't watched any of that, they're like between 5 minutes and a half hour too. Like they range in their length, but they're just sci-fi short. Some of them are animated, some of them are live action. They're actually really good. And then the Junji Ito Japanese Tales of the Macabre. That's been really good too.
I finally watched an episode of Black Mirror, the one with Miley Cyrus on it, where she plays a pop star, and her mom had died, and so she lives with her aunt, and she becomes this major pop star, and her aunt is making her take these pills that just make her kind of agreeable and do whatever it is that the aunt wants. And she figures it out, and she stops taking the pills and stuff, and she tries to escape. And she like changes up her makeup and stuff, and changes how she dresses, changes her songs. And so eventually what they release this doll of her that has a brain scan in it of her, and that's how it has her personality, but it has a restrictor on it, so it's only like this certain part of her brain. And her aunt feeds her a meal with like an overdose level of the medicine in it, so she goes into a coma. And one of her fans has this little doll or whatever, and her sister breaks it. So then they go down into their dad's computer and they try to fix it by plugging it into the computer. Well, their dad is an exterminator, and he's working on like a rat trap that's humane. But what it does is it actually reads the brain scans of the rats, and so it behaves like a rat. And so they using that software, they undo the restrictions on the brain, and so the actual brain scan starts taking over and behaves like Miley Cyrus's character. She sees the news and freaks out because they're still mourning her being in whatever, and they ended up going and freeing her, and then she kills her aunt, and it's fun. But it was really good.
Well, did he come or what?
The chicks never came. The chicks never came.
Oh man!
I watched the first couple of seasons of that. I think it was the first episode's the one where they blackmail the Prime Minister of England into having sex with a pig on live television.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's like they kidnap his daughter, and like if you don't have sex with a pig on live television, we're gonna kill her. And it's about people watching it and reacting to it. Like everyone's really excited. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun, and then they see watching it as they're watching. You don't see it happening, but you see like their faces just kind of they freak out, and then it turns out that the guy, he let her go way before the guy started fucking the pig anyway, and I think he was like a terminal cancer patient or something weird like that. But it was a good first episode. It's like, oh well, this is what this is going to be about.
But of all things,
this could be pretty interesting.
Fucking a pig.
The Prime Minister fucking a pig.
Yeah, but why?
On live television.
I just don't get it.
And it's like, well, we could do CGI. And it's like, no, he said we do CGI, and there's not time. Also, it was interesting.
It sounds interesting. I just, I don't know, man.
Your guys' algorithms are way different than mine.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... Wow.
It also looks like Conan the Barbarian's on here, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one, which is definitely worth a 37th watch.
Oh, I haven't seen Conan in forever, man.
Yeah, me either.
Mer People. There's a new series. They're really getting into the cryptids.
Yeah, isn't that
your
Chupa
movie series too? Huh?
Isn't that Chupa movie on there?
Yep, and that series that I never watched that we were talking about earlier too, with a Chupacabra and CW characters.
Yeah, like a Chupacabra, a Banshee, and like a werewolf or some shit.
And we're definitely doing another cryptids episode pretty soon. So
yeah,
that's we had to get back to our roots.
We do. So let's talk a little bit though about what Richie sent us earlier today. Did you happen to take a look at that, Tom?
Oh yeah, because I responded to it. at least in thread anyway.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, Rich, you want to kind of kick us off here since you're the one that sent us this about the Intellivision Amico?
It wasn't the Eurovision German video. That was really good, by the way.
I didn't watch it. I'll be honest with you.
It was like metal and
Nice.
very interesting.
Well, you sent the Eurovision thing, and the only thing I can think of, and I know how much you love him, is the Will Ferrell movie.
I mean, honestly, I didn't know that Little Big came from Eurovision, but now that I know that, I'm very happy that Eurovision exists because I love Little Big.
And ABBA, so it's not all good.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think what you're talking about is we have more Amico news. Breaking Amico news.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Apparently, if you have money invested in the company, for shame, they feel very sorry for you. It's gone.
Yeah.
Never get it back.
And it's gone.
Yeah. Anyway, the CEO, who isn't Tommy Tellerico because they canned his ass a while ago, sent an email out to investors saying that, hey, we're hemorrhaging money. We need to bring it in soon. We really do plan on making this a real true thing eventually that you can sit down and play with your kids and stuff. But until then, here's a video of a dad playing Shark with his son. And we're going to start releasing our stuff. We're going to license our games that we kind of already took from cell phones and bring them back to mobile phones.
Wait. On a real Amico system, they're playing Shark on an actual real. It's not CGI. It's not videotaped. This is 100% legitimate.
Yeah. And we couldn't watch the video to see how real it was, but you can hear the Chat GPT AI in the background saying, "I can't even make this look real."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's just a cell phone game.
It really
Yeah.
is. Like, we weren't lying when we said it was like two burner cell phones taped together. Like,
Yeah, we recorded a lot of Amico content on here, and I did some pod art for one of our episodes, and I just took the Amico console, I ripped out the controllers and put in two Nokia cell phones because that's exactly what they look like. We've talked about that many a times over, and the fact that they're porting their games back to the mobile market. Enough
need
said.
to recoup some money.
But you don't get the neat little coin and the RFID card if you.
Well, we don't know that for sure. I'm wondering if you could use that with your cell phone game.
Oh, I'm sure you could, but they don't have the money to fucking make that shit. They don't have the money to make that. They're not shipping fucking.
Well, no, the ones they already shipped. I was looking to see what the prices are going.
Oh, they're expensive as hell.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this mobile software they're bringing back to the app stores is going to be nothing but adware, badware, malware, spyware, ransomware, Amicoware.
$10 you can only play Shark, but if you pay an extra couple of dollars, you can play Shark.
Yeah.
You get that second Shark.
You get that second Shark.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yes.
Let's see I'm gonna, just for giggles, I want to look up Amico on the App Store.
It's not there yet.
Yeah, no, it's oh nope, the Amico Club. Amico news and sneak peeks. Oh, holy shit. Hold on.
Last updated February 2021.
So this is for 9+, developer Intellivision. It's actually got the little Amico label. Amico Club features videos, sneak peeks, news, discounts, and more for Intellivision Amico console fans. This month, we are bringing you a sneak peek of the entire first level of our exclusive Moon Patrol game. We will be making updates as the Amico launch approaches to bring you more news and fun features. And let's see, the last version 1.5 from 2 years ago, reworked Moon Patrol scoring system, News page now receives live updates.
Oh boy.
It's
Yeah.
got 96 ratings. It's got a 4.0 out of 5.
Look, 95 of them are probably Tommy Tallarico and his just sub accounts.
Amico is amazing. Check out this seamless AR demo of Moon Patrol. The Intellivision team is working hard to bring us great family entertainment. Just point your camera at any Amico logo. Let the app do the rest. Great things are coming.
Tommy T.
Ezra Dad 77. Does Tommy Tallarico have a kid named Ezra?
Probably.
I don't know if eBay's blocking them, but there's currently no Amico games for sale on eBay.
Well, that'd be insane if eBay was.
February 7th. Amico is a scam. Don't fall for it. Tommy will never release this console. It hasn't been updated in years.
Wow, apparently you can still go on. I don't know if you can actually buy them. Yeah, you can. You can still go on, and I don't know if this is legit or not, IntellivisionAmico.myshopify.com and buy the bundled editions. I don't know. This seems fairly legitimate.
Yeah, how much is it?
$149 for all the software.
Are you spending $149 on that sack of shit?
No.
Exactly.
The last one that sold on eBay was just the Evil Knievel physical. What the hell are they calling these things? Physical something or other. And it sold for $20. It was $17.
Yeah, it's like what kind of card is it called?
Fungible token.
Right.
Isn't it just an RFID card?
Theoretically.
Yeah,
it doesn't attach to anything yet, so it's just a card. Includes collector coin and 3D card.
Yeah, so it's not even a fucking thing, really.
So it's a 3D card. So you're buying like a Beat Sportflix and
right, and a Chuck E. Cheese token.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't fucking wait for my Amico collection.
Hey, you know what though? I bet if you order it, you'll get it quicker than some limited run stuff.
That's true. That's true. So, Rich, still waiting on my fucking Worms Armageddon for N64 that I ordered. When did I order that? Was it 2020?
Dude, I got $600 worth of Turtles games waiting for shipment somewhere.
Jesus Christ. Do they really need to get their shit together? Did you see the latest email where they said that they're not shipping the cards anymore because they're blaming the cards for the delays?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, anything that gets ordered after like April 30th is not going to come with a collector's card anymore because they're holding up the shipping.
Wait, like a card, like a trading card?
Yeah,
that's holding it up.
That's what they're saying is holding up shipment for a lot of them.
That seems like the last thing that would hold up shipment. Like,
well, what they're saying is that there's such high demand for trading cards now and the company that they were working with to make those cards just got bought by the Pokemon company to produce Pokemon cards.
Okay, I mean that makes sense. Don't get me wrong. I know that the trading card market's exploded again, but but still, it just seems like that would be the last thing that would cause a holdup. Still.
Right. So, all right, here we go. I am waiting on the Worms Armageddon Premium Collector's Edition for N64, which I paid for on November 5th, 2021. I'm waiting on Sam & Max Beyond Time and Space for the Switch, which I paid for on May 7th, 2022.
Okay, over a year.
Yep. So, all right. So those are the two that I have left that haven't shipped, which hopefully they fucking ship soon because I'm about to pick up and move to fucking North Carolina. I'm going to be pissed off at a motherfucker if that shit shows up here instead of there.
I I almost wish I not got, because I don't know if I'm going to receive it. Ordered the Day of the Tentacle stuff, because that's maybe I'll get them on eBay later.
Fuck. Wait a second. That hasn't gotten here either.
No.
Because I forgot that I ordered Day of the Tentacle. It says it's ready, but it still hasn't fucking shipped.
See, I was wrong. It's $302 worth of Turtle stuff. The big box PC edition and the Radical edition for the Switch that I ordered on June 30th, 2022. So it's not terrible. That's almost a year.
Almost a year.
Yeah, almost a year. And then July 29th, I ordered the Adventure Limited Edition Atari cartridge for $112 because I have too much money. Well, had too much money.
The funny thing is, I ordered when I ordered Day of the Tentacle, I didn't have a PS5, but I had an Xbox Series X, and so I ordered it for the Xbox Series X, and now I don't have an Xbox Series X anymore.
Now, here I have a question, because I may have purchased like one thing off limited run, but it was something that was like available. Mm-hmm. So like, let's say you have that order out for Worms, right, that you've had for a year and a half now. Can you, at this point in time, be like, yeah, I've waited too long. Can I just flat out be like, no?
All still final. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, though. I did look up, so where I'm moving, I looked up, because they're based in North Carolina. They're over near Raleigh. They have an actual physical storefront.
So you're going to start knocking doors?
I'm thinking I might just go drive there. It's 2.5 hours away from where I'm going to be.
Just make sure you have it on your phone or print it out and be like, where is this at? I moved here specifically for this reason.
I drove here from Florida, you fucks. Where's my game? While I'm at it, my friend Richie ordered this shit too.
I've come to collect.
It's big time, bitches.
The fuck was that other one I waited forever for? The Scott Pilgrim, because the record wasn't ready, so I kept waiting on the record.
Yeah,
that is bizarre. Like, for the stuff that's like holding it up. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I know a lot of the stuff we could talk about during COVID.
I forget what they came out with an email saying what was delayed the Turtles thing too, but like it was two separate because they're all in one order. You have to wait for everything to get there too, which is dumb. Just ship it to me.
Yeah. That's the other thing. If you order from them, say like you wanted to order something that's ready now and something that's going to be shipping in, 2028. If you order them on the same order, you have to wait until that thing's ready in 2034 because it's not coming out in 2028. You're going to get it in 2034. You would have to wait until 2034 for that to actually ship because they ship everything in the same order. So, like when you're ordering stuff, you have to be cognizant of that, and then you have to pay them more money because you have to pay for shipping for everything.
That is just wild. Absolutely wild. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny, though. You talk about the trading card thing. That reminded me. I know Topps for the longest time, and I haven't looked at it lately, but they ran a card customization program. So basically, like, upload your picture, upload whatever, as long as it was within reason, and you could use certain like templates of old Topps cards or whatever. And I think it was like $10 maybe, and you could get something printed out. And I remember looking around at it, trying to like do our logo for the pod because it was a big baseball card, thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to go back to do it, I believe they shut the program down for the time being. And I guess it had to do with straight demand.
Yeah.
Because they were just getting overloaded. And I would imagine a twofold thing, probably overloaded, and like the other thing being is God knows what people would upload to that thing. Trying to get
So here's one that, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it for multiple reasons. But there's a game that came out. It was going to be one of the last NES games, and they didn't bring it over here, but it got released through people putting it up on the web and stuff. Mr. Gimmick, which was an original NES game, they're doing physical collector's editions, and the collector's edition looks super fucking cool, even though the cover of the game looks creepy as fuck. Like the original NES cover looks creepy as fuck. But I would really like this, but I'm not ordering anything from them anymore.
Oh, is that a green Kirby looking thing?
Yeah. I can't see myself unless it's something I absolutely have to have, I can't see myself doing anything with it because, like I said, November of 2021. So 18 months plus, where the fuck's my game, assholes? Where's my $2?
I also have a NECA Turtles van on pre-order that I pre-ordered in April of last year, April of 2022. And it's supposed to be released Q4 this year, theoretically.
Yeah, that's I don't know, it's wild. I know I love having this conversation with you guys. I don't do a whole lot of like this type of stuff. As far as like, waiting for that, I have a couple things for the kids, or at least Katie's done a couple things where she's wanted to pre-order something from like, something that she watches or whatever. And like, I'm so used to like, if it's a pre-order for me, it's like a game that's brand new coming out, something like that, but not like a limited run type thing, where it's going to, obviously take all this time. But I know that we've done a couple things for her, and the same thing. It's like, well, this was supposed to be released, order it in March, supposed to be released in July, whatever. But I know, like previously, if like something like that has happened where it's delayed, they will send out something extra with it because of the length. So now my question to you guys is limited run done anything like that? Yeah. See?
NECA once they I forget what happened. I think they wound up overcharging for shipping, so they gave us like $25 back on the shipping, which was nice. I mean, that was.
But you say they overcharged it already, though.
But it wasn't the $25. It was like $5 overage or something like that.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
I mean, it wasn't like money back. It was like, here's a $25 gift card to our shop.
Oh.
But yeah, I was ordering stuff from them anyway.
So here's a $25 gift card for something that you might get in 2 years.
Yeah, no, and no, limited run doesn't do shit for people that they make wait for stuff.
I didn't think they did. It was more of a curiosity type thing, It
would be nice if they fucking would, because especially with this shit where it's over a year.
I've got a coin from buying their first day. Like was it their first? I don't know. I guess I bought something the first year they were in business, so I got like an anniversary coin just shipped to my house one day randomly. Like, you can ship me this thing, but you can't ship me the games I have pre-ordered.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't know. The whole waiting until everything's put together until they ship it is weird.
And I've actually sold. I had a lot of their Vita games, and I sold them a while ago. It's like, I'm never going to play these. Just give or whatever. They're just taking up shelf space. Like, give me money. I think I took it to the place in Blackwood, the next level games.
Yeah, I just, it sucks because every time I swear them off, they come out with something, and I'm like, fuck, that would be really cool.
Yeah, that's the part that interests me. Like, hearing you guys talk about and looking up some of the stuff I have, it's like stuff's really cool. Like, I'm certainly not opposed to any of it. It's not that I would like not to love to have it. Yeah. My goodness, like the waiting and just the, oh yeah, hey, I ordered this November of 2021.
And then when I get it, I just put it on a shelf in the basement and never look at it. So it's just like I realize I'm hoarding, and I gotta. In fact, a new game, I picked up Zelda, which I've only played for like 5 hours, but I got it digitally. Like, any new stuff I've just been getting digitally anyway.
See, especially now with them being $70, there's no fucking way in hell I'm buying anything digital. The only way I'm buying digital is if I can get it for significantly less than the physical version of it. Because I'm not, at least if I don't like it or if I tire of it or whatever reason, if I don't, then I can sell it. But if I'm spending $70 on a digital game that I can't transfer, I can't do anything with, fuck that.
Yeah, I think I may have. Gosh, I'm trying to think if I ever spent that much on a digital, because we go back to the same conversation about something in hand. Maybe if something that I wanted I couldn't get physically, I might have spent 40, 50, 60 bucks on max. I don't know that I've ever gone above that, and I don't know that. Gosh, I can't even think. Digital for me, if like I'm buying these games, it's like $3. You know,
Right.
I think I spent 20. Rich, I got Arcade Paradise for the Switch. I picked that up. It was 20. That's probably the most expensive, like one that I can recall in recent times. That was like straight digital. That was like, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
I bought Peyton Animal Crossing on the Switch during the pandemic digitally because couldn't get another copy. Like I had gotten one copy and then he was like, "Oh, I really want this." I was like, "Well, fuck, everybody in the world has this now, but you can't get a copy." So I got him digitally. Other than that, like I spent I think $13 on Diablo 2 the other day. And that's max. I was like, do I spend $13 on it? Yeah, I guess. Fuck. All right. But
Yeah, and it's funny because I thought about doing that too because when you sent that to me, well, that and the $3 Dead Island thing, it was a really good deal too. But I didn't pull the trigger on the Diablo one because it's like I have that for the Switch already. Plus, I still have my original PC disc. So
wait, Diablo 2 came out on the Switch?
yeah. But like when I bought it, it was like $40.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
There you go. That just triggered my memory on there. There you go. I told that's a digital. No, maybe it wasn't 40. Maybe it was like 30. I don't know. I don't remember spending. I don't remember spending. Maybe it was 40. I don't know.
I think I have Diablo 2 or 3 rather on two different consoles. I think I have it on the Switch and on something else because I got it really cheap on the Switch, but I already played it for.
It was really cheap on the PlayStation store because you could get the Primeval, which Bob had shared with me, and it was like Diablo 2, Diablo 3, and all the bells and whistles, and it was like $19. So basically, you're paying $6 for Diablo 3 and all of its whatever. And I told Bob this as like I absolutely love Diablo 2, but the problem with Diablo 3 for me is like it's so frantic, like you're all over the place. Like Diablo 2 is nice and paced for me for a dungeon crawler. Diablo 3 just is way too much going on the screen. Like I can't pay attention. I don't have that kind of attention span to play that game.
All right. And that's why I bought Diablo 2. I have Diablo 3 on Xbox, but again, don't have a fucking Xbox.
And that kind of worries me about Diablo 4 because I'm like, God, I hope it's not as frantic. I heard it's more in the tune of Diablo 2 from what I've heard, read, seen, whatever. But like, I don't know, you start adding stuff to make it look like all the fancy League of Legends type games anymore. Too many things going on for me at once.
I think they called it a Necromancer. I played through Diablo 3 1.5 times, and the DLC. I finished everything on the PS, whichever I think it was PS. So anyway, but yeah, you're right because I had the guy that raises, or basically summons followers, and right at one point in time I could have like 10 guys on my side, and they're just wiping out like whatever comes.
Yeah, you're not really doing anything. You're just sitting there watching the screen go bananas.
You're managing your minions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does who owns Diablo right now?
Who owns what?
Diablo.
Activision?
It's still Activision Blizzard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did they confirm that Diablo 4 is coming out on PlayStation?
I just know it's been, at least a PC release. I don't know about console.
Because now I'm concerned about that. I'm like, well, fuck. Maybe. Yeah,
it's out on. Yeah, it's for the PS4 and 5.
Okay, good.
What
is it?
It comes out, June 6th. Actually, is the release for the PS4 and 5.
Okay, because I know what Starfield is only Xbox.
I think
that's
so.
That's the biggest. Their new thing that they have coming out, and I think
that game's been announced. That's not coming out till September. They've been working on it for a long time too, because that was announced 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
at the end of June, speaking about long time development cycles, AEW is finally coming out. June 29th, I think they said.
Oh Lord, is that the No Mercy game?
Yeah.
Did you see the screenshot of Moxley?
No.
Oh, does it look like a 64 screenshot?
It looks fucking terrible.
Oh, let's see. AEW. What's the game called? Is it Full something? Fight Forever. That's right. John Moxley. Let's see. Let's give me a good laugh here.
Oh, speaking of AEW too, they announced their Saturday show.
What the hell?
Did you find it?
Oh my god,
Right? Isn't that fucking horrible?
dude! It looks like what? What is this?
I don't know.
Like, you know what? I think it's conceptually cool that you go back to releasing a game that's, or basing a game that's off of one of the most famous wrestling platforms ever. But for God's sakes, that looks awful.
Now, I've seen other screenshots that didn't look as bad, and like some video of supposed gameplay that looked not bad.
I'm sure the gameplay is fun because if it's based off, the No Mercy or whatever, however, I don't know. That's what it is, isn't it? And isn't it based off that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that one screenshot of him is goddamn awful. Like if you go and you just if you just type in AEW Fight Forever on Google and then hit images, you can find other screenshots that show, good looking character models. But
Good Lord, Bryan Danielson doesn't look. Oh Lord,
I will never get over seeing that John Moxley one and being like, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Is the one where he's holding a belt on his shoulder?
Yeah,
and his mouth is like.
Yeah, he looks like a caveman.
Yeah.
And like like he looks like Cletus the slack-jawed yokel.
He almost looks like somebody like I'm trying to. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Rich,
like
have you seen it?
I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. It's just so weird.
You know who you're not going to see? You're not going to see CM Punk.
Yep.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
They're not letting him bring his friend with him, so he's off the show that was specially created just for him.
Yeah. I have thoughts. I will say though that Kenny Omega, the Kenny Omega character model looks like he's wearing a giant Gonzalez suit without the hair. Because Kenny Omega is not that fucking jacked.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't video games typically do that though with wrestlers?
Yeah,
he
but
does look like the giant. Yeah, that looks ridiculous. It does look like the giant Gonzalez without the hair.
Yeah.
Now, his face model though isn't bad.
No, the face model's fine. But I'm just saying, like, look, man, I get you're trying to make your stars look, good, but
yeah, that's a little ridiculous.
Hangman Adam Page does not have a 12-pack.
No.
And this one picture of him, like he's got fucking muscles where I didn't think there were actual muscles. Walmart is saying that Fight Forever's in stock right now.
No, it's not, is it?
I'm looking at Walmart.com in stock. I'm clicking the link right now. Oh,
have you ever been to
pre-order.
Walmart where they put out something early and then you can't buy it when you bring it to them?
Yeah, June 29th is the official release date. Yeah, THQ Nordic, they got Uke
Ukes,
as the developer.
Yeah.
Ukes.
The two Ukes.
Yeah, so it's Unreal Engine 4 is the thing. So, okay, here's my question though with this, and I'm looking at some of the other gameplay things, which is cool because it looks like they're bringing in some of their own styles like the casino battle royale. They also have an exploding barbed wire death match, which is pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
That's certainly something you'll not find in a WWE game.
Didn't that only happen once and not work in real life though? It was Moxley. No, I forget who.
Yeah, it was
Kingston
Mox versus Jericho, and then Eddie Kingston ran in and jumped on top of Mox, and then
it was basically like a Roman Campbell.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I don't think about big stuff like that. Yeah, no, it looks pretty neat though. I mean, yeah, it's the guy that directed it was the same director of like I said, WWF No Mercy and WCW NWO Revenge, which is an awesome game. We don't have to. I think we all know that. So it's really cool that you have the same people behind it. But it's weird, I guess, because you're so used to having these hyper realistic wrestling games now, or just hyper realistic games in general. With all these different modes, I guess I'm kind of curious to see. other than the gameplay, like what else does it bring to the table?
Right.
You know, because that's the thing WWE games have now. It's like where you have the crazy storyline, the career, the GM, the whatever modes they tend to
I
drop
want
in
the
and out.
mode where you play through the media scrum afterwards, and you have to sit there and eat muffins while bad mouthing your.
But you said CM Punk's not in the game.
This is
Yeah.
true.
I'm gonna
It'll be like BM Bunk.
CP Monk.
Yeah.
No, there was a wrestler on the Indies that was wrestling in a chipmunk suit, and he was calling himself CP Monk, and he was making fun of CM Punk. They're gonna do. It'll be MC. Wait. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna make Serpentico and Luther the champions of everything.
Yeah.
And what's his name? Angelico. So then they're gonna hold all the titles. They're gonna hold the trios title, the tag team title, the international title, and the TNT title, and the heavyweight championship title.
Wait, Sting's in this game, right?
Yeah.
All right, good. Because if I get it, I'm just gonna make him champion, just like he was in WCW NWO Revenge.
And I'm gonna try and figure out how to delete Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett's wife, who was in the last episode of whatever the hell it was.
Oh Christ, Karen Angle's in it.
Yeah, because we need
still married. I didn't know that.
Let's no, I got an idea. How about we make we'll make a new tag team or a new stable, but we're gonna put House of Black, and we're gonna put Danhausen in it, but he's gonna be the new leader, and then we can have the Spanish Announce Project join them.
I'm down.
I forgot about Danhausen because he's been off TV for a while.
He's been hurt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he scheduled to come back anytime soon, or
no? I don't think so. His shoulder was fucked last time I saw. Or his arm. I don't know. He was in like a big ass fucking cast. Or maybe put him with the Blackpool Combat Club.
The other thing too, I was looking at with this game, if I recall correctly, this roster's pretty darn big, though, isn't it?
I hope so, because there's a lot of talent in AEW, and it would be a shame to see people not show up in it.
I just remember seeing that like initially. Or not initially, but like whenever they were talking about let's see, full list of confirmed wrestlers. Let's check this out real quick. Well, there's 28 confirmed. Wait, Cody Rhodes is going to be in this game?
Is he?
Surely not.
How old is that list? Because that might be, because I was looking at a list that was confirmed and it had CM Punk on it.
Wait. Well, this one too. Yeah, I'm looking at this. This is on like Sports Illustrated. I don't know. It said the thing is confirmed to have at least 50 wrestlers at launch. So, but then this list also has CM Punk and Cody Rhodes on it.
Is it all right? So is this the one? Yeah, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. So let's see who else is not. I mean, maybe they will because they've got
Owen Hart.
Yeah, he's in it.
He did
the Owen Hart Memorial Trophy or whatever that they did.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Oh, hey, speaking, so Abaddon they put as abandoned, but Abaddon came back, and she's like in really good shape. Did anybody else see that?
She didn't come onto the TV thing because I didn't see her there.
Let me see.
I think she wrestled an ROH Dark match.
Oh, that's what it was. She was at she was on ROH. Or no, this says Dynamite Dark. But she's in really good shape now.
They're not airing the dark matches anymore.
No. She teamed up. Oh, back and teaming up with Willow Nightingale and Sky Blue.
That is, dude. That is weird. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at this. It's insane because you have, if that's true, then Cody Rhodes will have been in both the WWE 2K23 release earlier this year and the AEW one.
Right.
And it's strange.
Willow Nightingale just injured somebody, and I forget who it was. Oh, it was Mercedes Monet, or whatever the fuck her name is.
Oh, dude, yeah, her ankle got fucked
Yeah.
up.
In like a New Japan match or something.
Yeah, she went to the hospital. It was fucking terrible. They
Was
said
it
it's a
Dante Martin?
career-threatening injury.
Okay. I actually saw the footage of the Dante Martin one where he's like just kind of did that floppy thing. Like,
Yeah.
was it Keith? No, Nash. Was it Nash who had that happen? Or was it Scott?
You talking about the floppy leg?
Yeah.
Psycho Sid. It was Sid. Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, whatever.
God, yeah, that was gross.
Yeah, that's when he jumped. It was in WCW. Jumped off the top rope, and yeah, no more leg.
But didn't he do it in WWE also, where he went to like slide and it caught his boot and it went.
Maybe. I just remember the WCW ones. I think it was like when he came back in the late '90s. Yeah, it was in during it was like Sid breaks his leg January 14th, 2001. So that's crazy too, because that was like 2 months before WCW folded. Apparently, he was in a match against Scott Steiner.
The only one they're showing, icon Sid Vicious suffered the most gruesome injury in wrestling history.
Oh yeah, I had a soft picture again. It's so nasty.
Yeah, I was looking. I must be fucking mistaken the injury that I'm thinking of, but I thought somebody went to do a baseball slide out of the ring and their boot caught and.
Well, I'm sure that probably was somebody, just maybe not him.
Yeah, the Sid Vicious one is definitely worse than the Dante Martin one, but the Dante Martin one doesn't look good either.
Yeah,
they both look super painful. I'm not going to listen to our podcast. You guys can say whatever you want about me on the podcast because it's just not going to happen.